Welcome to another episode of Doug's Electronic Repair Bench. And now, without further ado, here is Doug.
Alright, it's not quite been 24 hours, but this seems to be set up pretty firm. I've already stripped the end and lengthened the wire enough to make it fit on the end of the, where I can solder it to the cap. If I knew where the rest of it, well, there it is. So this will go, if I can get it in the hole, this, and then we'll solder these two together, and that can fit up in the end of that. That's not a big deal. Also, I went ahead and decided, no, this is not the one. I decided on this long extension cables, what this was. It had a male end on one end, a female on the other. As you can see, it fits nicely in there. I did have to use some drills, round that out a bit, but it's fine now. Time I glue that into the end of the barrel, like so. That will be a nice, very nice fit, I think. As you can see, it goes all the way through. Basically, what I want to do is leave the shield over the top of that, all the way down through there until I cut this off, and this will mount on this end of the capacitor. I'll take the two hot leads, which, you know, on a stereo plug like this, two of the leads are hot and the other one is the ground, the shield. So the two hots will be soldered to this to make basically anything coming out of the MP3 player, signal generator, a mono signal. That's all I really need for a signal probe. It's you know, I'm basically interested in the signal be, you know, see if the signal can get through whatever component I'm testing. And that's all I really need is a mono signal. Now, I do have test tones and files on the signal generator to test stereo separation, things like that. Those will be used with receivers, amplifiers, and will be used plugged into a cable, which is basically a Y cable, to where it can plug into the back of the jack of the receiver and plug into the thing, into the signal generator, and it'll be true stereo then. But for this purpose, it's going to be a mono thing. So let me get going here. I'm blabbering too much. First step is to solder these two together. I got my soldering iron hot. I'll tin the wire. It's always a real good practice to tin wire because it just solders better. I mean, you just don't have near the problem with it. I see my insulation's going south on me. Okay, and we'll do the same with the. Let's straighten this out just a little bit. Tin this in too. Go. Now we need this and this together, and we'll just basically do this. And you can see we have a good connection, good solid connection. I am going to put some extra, I think, if I can find something to hold this. Where'd my hemostats go? Okay, there. Let's see if I can get this done a little bit better. Wipe it up off the bench if possible. Now there's a good chance that'll just separate when I solder, but we'll see what happens. There's also a chance that it may not. And I need to clean my soldering iron again. Yeah. I have to set this up better. I don't know how exactly I want to do it. I'll tell you what, let's do this. That's pill time. Let's just wrap this around like this. Yep, maybe. And that's not working out real good. Let's try this. We'll get this eventually. I want to get solid connection. Solder those. There. Now I got it. Alright. Very good. Now, let's take and bend this over with there like that. Now it can go back down in here, like that. And everything's connected. That part is done. Okay. Now the next step is to trim these wires back. Now for this type of trim, these strippers do work pretty good. Go give me plenty. Well, I said they do. They maybe put a little pressure on it. Now, again, we want the shield to remain because it does reduce the interference a little bit for line level signals. Let me get all this separated here. Now, what I would like to have, is the alligator clip lead, the wire, the clip lead to come down there too. But I don't know if there's enough room or not. Let's see. Nice black one here. That's a short one, a short one, a long one. Alright. Now, look where I'm at. This might go down through there. It just might. If it did, that would be ideal because I could just take and solder to that, and I've got basically shield all the way down to the signal, except for the part that sticks out in the probe. I think that would be better if I can do that. Let's see if I can't do that. What I'm going to do, these are not soldered that I know of, so I'm just going to take the wire off the end. Now, so I can reuse these. I don't like destroying them. There's no sense in it. Go. This will live to make another clip lead someday. Put this back on there. If I can. There. Now, this, if it will go down in there, it would be ideal. Let's take this off. If I go through here, that's the main thing, getting it through there. You know, I'm looking at that. This end is a lot wider than that end. I don't think that's going to go through there. I don't think that's going to work. That's what we'll do. I think. It's just, yeah, I don't like doing that either. I wonder if I can poke a hole in here with a clip lead. That might not be a bad idea. Basically just have a hole drilled in the side of it, and that's plenty wide enough to get through there. Where can I do that at? Best place. Alright, I'm going to take a break here and got to get a drill, a real drill I should say, put a hole in that and go from there. So we'll stop here. Alright, back with you. Got me a little pilot all started right there. Not sure how thick this is. There's a inner wall to that, I do believe. I'll go ahead, it's drilling, so give a little more pressure to it. Okay. that's enough hole. See if it gets in there. Maybe a little bit small. May have to round it out a little bit more. There we go. Oh yeah. That's going to be nice. If I want to take and turn it around to keep that down like that, that might be a good idea too. Maybe put a little glue on that. That'll be nice. That'll work good. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Alright. Let's see. Get this back in there. Make sure it fits in there good. At some point I have to glue this in. Yeah. Now these two get combined and go to the end of the cap. This gets soldered to that. And then I'll pull it back the other way. Keep it from grounding or shorting out between the other two. Now I've got everything in the way. There we go. Like I said, we'll solder this first. Get a soldering iron here, tip a little clean off there. Always good to have a clean tip. Let's see. All right. Now, cut the excess off. Put that back this way. Probably wouldn't hurt to have some heat shrink tubing over it, but I think once that's pulled back up in there, that won't interfere with this. See, I still have that can go up in there a little bit yet. So let's clean these off, clear these off, I should say, and get these ready to solder. One. Two. All right. Now, these two get combined. So this one, I do think I'm going to tin both and just, yeah, maybe not. Let's try it, see what I got here. If I can wrap that around there fairly decently. Nope, not that way. I think I'm going to have to go with the tinning. Looks good, looks good. Dang on cord has a bend in it. Alright, now I'm going to straighten this out a little bit. Actually, probably shorten it just a hair. You don't have to bend quite so much of it that way. And we'll tin that. I think we're just going to do the tinning and then touching and call that good. Mainly because when you solder solid hard wire like that to stranded wires, it doesn't always. You just can't get them crimped around each other that good. Like that. There you go. Now, question is, when I pull it back up there, is that going to short out? That's my question. I'm hoping not, but you know, you never can tell. So far, so good. Seems to be going up in there pretty good. You can always test it. Alright, that should be about it. I think it's time for a little test. See if we got any shorts. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Alright. Test this. First, let's test, see if we got continuity between. Nope. No continuity. That's not good. Oh, okay, I got a cap in line. No wonder that ain't gonna work. Alright, well, let's just test between this and the clip lead. Let's try that. That would work better. That cap's not going to let us test very well that way. Well, that's a good indication the cap's working. Anyway, so we want to test between here and, well, let's see if we got, that should be the ground, I think. See what we got here. Nothing there. Nothing there. Again, we have, I guess that's as close as you can get to continuity. So, that appears to be good. So, let's turn this off. And the next step will be, actually the final step I should say, once I decide to glue that wire there to that, which I may do. Pull all the way out to the, let's pull all the way out of the insulation. Let's see if I can stick that back in there. I don't want it all hanging out here. There we go. Do that. We'll push this around like this, glue it to there, and I believe that will work fine. I think we're going to have us a probe here for long. Alright, Time for some more goop. I could just coat that, I think, a little bit with this. Well, that's stringy stuff. Sticky too. Okay, get that on there just about. I think I will. It's almost like airplane glue, or model glue, I should say. That is some kind of sticky. See if I can use the hemostats to hold that in there. Yeah, it won't bend that far. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that now. Let's try it. Do that. That'll hold it in there a little bit. Got that in there good enough. I think the, yeah, it's not going to hold. We'll glue that later. Yeah, I think this is going to work out very nicely. Alright, I guess that's about it. We'll check on it in 24 hours. It is, let me put this in the video this time because I didn't do this last time. Didn't know what time it was. I don't want to slide the power off. Dismiss. It's 10:30. Alright, so 10:30 in the morning. This should be ready to use, actually. I can go ahead and glue that to the end of that like I was planning on doing. It's not a big deal. In fact, I guess I can go ahead and do that now. I just dropped another drop of glue there and turned this over with, and I think that would hold that. Let's try that and see. I gotta figure out a way to get this not so goopy. That's what it's doing, it's eating that plastic. Alright, that's unreal. Where's my little... Hold on to it for a couple minutes. You don't need to watch this, so I think I can just put it down like that. It'll stay. Yeah, it'll stay. Alright, enough of that. Thanks for watching.